I was watching a fellow Twitch streamer slash YouTuber, Blitzheart, and was feeling inspired to try and have a go at doing a more detailed build than I normally would. And I thought a good smaller spot for me to have a go would be my mine entrance. For this, I was going to need some more space, and the area was very crowded, so I first got to work by clearing some space. I removed the crop farm and then sectioned off the now very spacious sheep pen before luring all of the sheep into the section furthest away from the mine. After removing the fencing of the now empty section of the sheep pen, I grabbed some stone and started by removing some of the dirt from the hillside and digging some of the stone away from the entrance, before bringing out the shape of the mine entrance that I want. I'm aiming for a slightly more rounded, lumpy and natural feeling entrance area. Maybe an old, shallow cave that someone had taken advantage of as a starting point for building a mine. With the basic shape done, I then grabbed a few different stones. Some deep slate, tuff, cobblestone and a bit of gravel, and tried to make a sort of slight gradient effect by using the darker stones at the bottom and using lighter colours as I went up. Next I built a proper stone path from the cave entrance to my front door. It's sort of a test of what I might add to the rest of the area. I'm not 100% happy with it, as it feels quite flat. But it's good enough for now, so I trampled the old crop area so that the grass can grow back. Next, I wanted to add some bits and pieces to the build to show that someone has been working the mine and has left some stuff lying around. I added some oak log supports to the roof and a couple of lanterns dotted around, some barrels for decoration, and then some stone buttons to act as little rocks on the ground. Stone pressure plates help to add a little bit of variation in the height of the ground. Some spruce trapdoors make a nice little shelf, and some blank signposts look like wooden planks for bits of support, and then some trapdoors surrounding a tough block looks like a bin filled with rocks. Then worked on the mineshaft itself, taking out the wooden steps and rebuilding the bottom half to properly match up with the top half. I quickly fixed up the beacon chimney thing to stop the water flowing down into the mine. Next up was the stone steps, all the way top to bottom, and then I worked on widening the walls on the mineshaft whilst leaving one block slightly higher on the corners to add a bit of detail to the look. To add some random variation to the shaft, I dug out random patches in the walls to make it look more natural. Or maybe like someone had been digging out bits of the valuable stuff from the sides, maybe to test for concentrations of gold or something. It was a bit of work because all of the water that kept flowing through the gaps, but once I had it patched up correctly, I was pretty happy with the results of both the interior and exterior of the new mineshaft. It's definitely my most detailed build, and the kind of style that I'd love to be able to bring to the rest of my world.